1 out of 16 times.
Is that what you call getting picked on, Truth?
Get clowned on, get the punching bag over here.
I don't think it's that, brother.
All that pack of beers.
Good times, I'm thinking.
They say the guy who makes, 6 G's a minute?
He's in the Philippines. He's
Calling
gone.
him out.
Yeah, JT Rock.
Yes.
Remember him when you were on?
That's what he said, 6 G's a minute.
Imagine that, Joel. 6 G's a minute.
That's Bill Gates' paper right there.
For how many minutes consecutively?
Just for the rest of your life.
0
Keep
minutes.
going. Even when you're asleep.
0 minutes, not even 0 second. I mean, not even 1 second. It's 0.
6 G's a minute.
All right, ladies.
I'm 0.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hang tight. We're going to go ahead and kick off the show. Here we go.
You're on the Virtual Entertainment Programming Network. tvepn.com. From TVEPN Studios, The Slam Show. And now, your host, Slam.
Yes, welcome everyone. Truth, was that Truth?
Yes,
What?
Applauding.
Yeah.
Applauding. There you go.
I thought it was cussing that we applied, you know what I'm saying?
When we're happy.
So courteous.
What do you think? What do you think, Carl? Applauding before we
Who's Carl? Oh, this guy.
Mr. Rodriguez is here. Come on now.
Mr. Rodriguez.
Nobody ever remembers my name. I'm kidding.
Wait, your name is Carl?
You didn't watch last week's show. Shame on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got exposed.
No, what had happened was I was just like verbally having all kinds of freaking problems, and he was like, who's Carl? And we ran with it, added Rodriguez, and next thing you know, Karma is Carl Rodriguez.
My new alias.
This is a porn name.
Real name, damn it.
Oh my goodness. All right, everyone, thank you for joining us here on the Slam Show, and this is edition, September 16th edition. Pardon me, but we do have some chemicals in the air because of our guests. Yeah.
Hi, it's a motherfucker.
We're basically going to get high the rest of the show, not intentionally, but because of our special guest. Well,
It's because of the red.
yeah, because of the red. The red.
I'm getting high intentionally. That's why I'm sitting so close.
Oh my goodness.
Take a whiff of it. There you go.
Oh!
Whip it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the head man, Slam and Sound.
Are you? The head man?
Take that back.
Is that what you do now?
Oh man.
All night.
You guys know where this is all heading, so let's just roll with it. I'll have my co-hosting staff introduce themselves.
I'm Lady Sage.
I'm Karma.
DJ Stallion.
And our special guest co-host in the house.
Truth Gareth, FOP News.
All right. And our special guest.
Chris Cash. You know we rocking, baby.
Yeah.
Joel Salinas of Paintez, airbrushing,
There you go.
custom innerwear.
There you go.
And custom underwear. Ooh.
Yes.
Inner and outer.
Round.
I want some
Everywhere.
panties. Panties.
We've got Paintez. Yes, we do.
It's outer and inner.
There you go. our special guest. Basically, they're both artists in their own special way. Chris is one of the hottest Bay Area rappers alive right now. And Joel, he's one of the best airbrush artists alive right now. Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
said it.
Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us.
I'm not gonna argue
Thank
with
you. Yeah,
It's
I'm
incredible.
all good by it.
Oh, we're going to have an incredible show. But before we go into anything, we have to talk about our past week's guests and how that episode went. And we had the lovely Latina model, Lonnie Marie, in the house, along with guest co-host Ashley Hill. Lonnie was incredible. She was very at home being on the show for the very first time, took the mic, was getting into big time with the Q&A. I enjoyed it. How'd you guys think of her?
She invaded my bathroom.
Oh, wow.
Whoops.
Kidding. I love you, girl. She was awesome.
Yeah, look how open she was. I mean, about everything that she had. She was very honest with us. Like you said, just down to earth, comfortable. Thank God for, Ashley was there to loosen her up.
Yeah.
I think we learned a few more things than we expected. And, yeah.
Like literally loosened her up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what I really liked...
Actually, she had a great. I actually want to say thank you. She had that great. She forgot my name, and we became Carl Rodriguez. Thank you for the birthday wish as well,
Aw.
and the song.
Yeah.
And thank you guys after the show.
You're very
For the
welcome.
lap dance.
Yeah, the lap dance.
How come I don't
Thanks,
get
Stallion.
invited to these things?
Stallion doesn't grind
You do.
quite right, so you don't want a lap dance from him.
Oh, brother. But yeah, overall, it was really fun. And I think having her back later on as a co-host is going to be phenomenal because she really brings out a good attitude, and also she promotes as hell online on all social media networks. So much props to Lonnie for making a great show happen.
Don't forget the live cam show.
That's true. There
Karma
you
was
go.
on there after.
Yeah.
Damn right. You guys forgot the second eye when you guys put her on the calendar. So I was trying to figure out who. I was like, what? It says 2 eyes. Oh, it has 2 eyes. Hey, I found her.
Wow.
Yeah, it's all about the 2 eyes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There
You
go.
found her. I tagged her. You should be able to find her easy.
Well, no, I'm saying that at the beginning,
Oh.
when you guys put her on the calendar, there's only 1 eye. And I
That's
had-
true.
Then when she actually announced it, yes.
I wasn't
Uh,
looking
I
at her
went home.
eyes.
Yeah,
I
we're-
stayed up late that night.
I think
I usually don't.
I think we were talking about a different type of eye.
What?
Oh.
Chris got that fast.
Yeah.
What is it?
What?
It's the third eye.
Yes.
Yeah, the third eye. Homer.
Oh.
Yeah.
The spiritual thing.
Oh.
where you
Yeah.
have
Oh
the
yeah,
third eye.
sure. That's where you're going with
You're-
that.
The whispering eye.
The whispering
Yes.
eye.
Yeah, the whispering
I heard
eye.
whistle.
I long for your
Little error
whispering
coming out of
eye.
that one.
So, to our special
Oh, wow.
guests, Joel and Chris, once again, thank you very much for being able to join
Thank you for
this
having us.
Thanks
big
for
old
having us,
party.
absolutely.
Joel, just really brief, let all the viewers out there kind of up to speed with what you have going on right now.
So, I do custom airbrushing. I paint anything and everything under the sun. Right now, my main focus that I'm building on right now is Paintez. So it's a custom underwear. So kind of taking airbrushing to a bit of a different level. Instead of just doing t-shirts, we're doing underwear.
Right,
So,
right.
Pervert.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not complaining. So.
Hey, Joel, do me a favor. Do a little gangsta lean to the right so you're not so
Oh,
cut
yeah.
off on the camera, just
I forgot.
temporarily. There you
Right
go.
at the
There you go.
Roxbury, man.
There you go. Perfect.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the setup here, you're going to be doing some actual work as
am.
the broadcast
I'm gonna-
develops.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working. I brought a couple of hats here, and then I may do a shirt. And
And
Truth
and
panties?
the underwear for truth.
And truth panties, right?
What the hell, man?
That's whack.
I may do some underwear. Yes.
Is it underwear or thong for truth?
Man,
I don't know.
what the hell?
Dental floss.
Well, the way he was eating that chili, it looked like he'd get some panties.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
And we also have Chris Cash, and later on in the program after we do the interview, as always, you're going to hit that freestyle note.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. And I
I'd
got
love
some
to.
beats for you.
I'd love to.
Oh, man. It's always wonderful having
That's
you
what
on.
I do.
That's right. And you got some good project stuff to talk about. And I love your videos, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
they're
you.
like short films.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you. You try to be all calm, but you're a playboy there. Shoot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break and be back with our first segments. And it's going to be an incredible show. Tell everyone out there, tune in right now at theslamshow.com or theslamshow.tv. We'll be right back.
Need cash now? Call 1-800-CAR-TITLE to borrow $2,500 to $50,000 against the value of your vehicle. 1-800-CAR-TITLE has been offering the lowest rates and monthly payments for over 10 years. Mention promo code FREEWAY to receive free gas with your loan. 1-800-227-8485. 1-800-CAR-TITLE, a proud supporter of the Freeway Series.
1-800-CAR-TITLE, fast cash and low payments every day.
It's hurricane and wildfire season again. Why do thousands of people sit in these reoccurring problem areas year after year, betting their lives that the disaster won't get them? Hundreds of you helped eFoods Direct ship 50,000 donated meals to the Oklahoma victims. The problem is we can't help everybody. If every one of us who can will take care of ourselves, we can all pitch in to take care of those who really can't. The new Just In Case pack from eFoods Direct is the big brother to the 7-day emergency pack designed for Oklahoma disaster donations. It contains a 2-month supply for one person, or a 1-month supply for 2 adults, or a 2-week supply for a family of 4. The $320 price is $50 less than retail. Call 800-409-5633 on the web efoodsdirect.com/Alex. Order 2 or more, get 10% off, free shipping applies. Call 800-409-5633 on the web efoodsdirect.com/Alex.
Protecting your home with a security system is a must. But when it comes to protecting your family, your home, and belongings, there's no need to sign a long-term contract. Listen, there is some real scum in the alarm business, cashing in by locking you into long, punishing contracts. Not with Simply Safe Home Security. They're the good guys. You can trust Simply Safe to protect your family. Simply Safe was created by a Harvard Business School engineer, and it's revolutionary. You'll get 24-hour protection for just $14.99 a month. There are no hidden fees and no contracts. You'll save thousands. Plus, you're protected by their 100% money-back guarantee. Protect yourself against home invasions and break-ins. Order your Simply Safe system now and receive a wireless keychain remote, a $25 gift, free. So don't waste your time dealing with scum. Visit GetSimplySafe.com. GetSimplySafe.com. GetSimplySafe.com.
Introducing Pro One. All of your filtration in one system, portable, on the go. No more do you have 2 or 3 filters to just reduce sodium fluoride. You have a system that cuts out the sodium fluoride and up to 95% of hydrofluorosilicic acid. Advanced manufacturing technology combines silver-impregnated white ceramic with new Aquamedics advanced media for removal of fluoride and other heavy metals, all in one filter element. It is the only one that does it, and out of the gates, we have it discounted at 10% off with promo code WATER. This is the only system that in one unit helps reduce or remove pesticides, herbicides, chloramines, ammonia, and chlorine, hydrofluorosilicic acid, the most common form of fluoride not covered by other fluoride filter brands, and sodium hexafluorosilicate. Get your Pro Pure with the new Pro One filter today at InfoWarsStore.com or by calling 888-253-3139.
Taking a family of 5 to the amusement park can cost a small fortune.
Oh, yeah. So to save some money, we thought, hey, let's bring the amusement park to us. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Step right up, young man. Are you ready to ride the wacky waterfall?
That's just the bathtub with the shower head running.
Nope, it's the wacky waterfall.
It's the shower, Dad.
Waterfall.
Wacky.
There's an easier way to save. To get a free rate quote, go to geico.com. Then buy online, over the phone, or at your local Geico office.
You know the U.S. dollar is devaluing. You can see it happening every day. You know a new currency will take over at some point. Wouldn't you like to be in on the ground floor? Bitcoins. They're a decentralized, anonymous internet currency. They're free to use, free to accept, and free from inflation forever. You can use them anywhere in the world, and their value seems only to be increasing. Find out more at weusecoins.org. Don't be kicking yourself in the pants in a month. Your dollars are going down. Bitcoins are going up. weusecoins.org.
Snoring. It's not just something to laugh about. Snoring could be a symptom of sleep apnea, a serious condition where breathing stops during sleep. and if left untreated can lead to daytime drowsiness while driving, high blood pressure, acid reflux, heart attack, and stroke. Plus the family issues of the snoring keeping others up all night. The first step in treatment is a sleep study. Through homeapneatest.com, it can now be done in your own home in the comfort of your own bed through the direction of a board-certified sleep medicine physician in your area. The test simply monitors your breathing while you sleep. For more information about sleep apnea, go to homeapneatest.com or call 1-877-54-APNEA, 1-877-542-7632. homeapneatest.com. Testing is covered by Medicare and most insurance plans.
Yes, welcome everyone back to the Slam Show, and
that's not a gas leak.
Man, I warned you guys, man.
And I'm giving fair warning to everyone out there, all the viewers. If there is some weirdness with me, it's because we have some fumes going on here in studio.
It's a snake.
As we have Joel from Paintez Airbrush put together live on camera some of his work. And can you explain real quick what you're doing right now, Joel?
So I'm doing a hat for Chris. It says cash. So I'm doing a little bit of block lettering, a little bit of tag scripting, and then just kind of doing the rough outlines to it at this point. And then gonna fill in with color and add in some effects, maybe some dripping paint. And
nice.
Like
some blood.
Blood, red. You know,
some money, you know.
Exactly. Definitely, we can do the money thing right there.
So, Chris, are you gonna allow him just to be creative with it, or give some input?
Yeah, I don't. You can't force art. Go ahead and do what you want to do.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and continue with the program as Joel just puts this incredible piece together. And as we always do, we kick off the segment with our favorite part. Where is Noah, which is my cousin that's running across America for Batten disease awareness, and he is currently on day 43, and he is now in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to go through Colorado due to the severe bad weather and flooding in that state, and our prayers and thoughts goes out to all the families there affected by this bad series of storms. But yeah, Noah did a detour, Sage, and basically we were hoping to have him run into your family over there.
Yes.
And just kind of connect with all the Fort Collins and Colorado families involved with Batten disease and so forth, but you can't control bad weather.
You can't, and they're very understandable, and they will still continue to follow him on his social media just to see what's up with Noah. So they're really intrigued and really proud of what he's doing.
That's right. And he should be really, because of this detour, guys, he'll be able to finish, I believe, dead on schedule, even though he's had these little setbacks.
Which is November 10th?
Yes. So November 10th, he checked that out. And it's Chris, I don't know if you've been following him, but yeah, this is his second time running across America.
That's big.
And he's doing it without any type of support van. He has just a stroller filled with his supplies and pushing it along the way.
Yeah,
wow.
I saw his post about an hour ago. Steamboat Springs area, Walden, day 47.
47?
Yeah, and he's got these pictures of...
You sure it's 47?
That's what he put.
That's amazing.
He traveled through time really quick because he's technically on 43. So, yeah.
Are you on 43? 43 fumes. Yeah, it says 47 on here, man.
You sure?
Truth, what does that say?
Yep, 47.
All right, I guess I have to attribute it to the fumes then.
He's a time traveler, too. You're running so fast, you know.
It is 1 hour ago, so...
Wow.
You just went jump some days.
Oh, he's amazing then.
Nobody got the new iPhone.
He's a time traveler and being able to manipulate freaking weather. That's incredible. So, but yeah, much props to Noah Coughlin for all of his efforts. And to follow him, just go to runcoasttocoast.com. Go on Facebook, type in Noah Coughlin, and be able to follow all of his photos, his posts, and everything. Like all that, comment, because that's very important. All those little things that you can do really inspires him to move forward with this. So there you go,
I'm gonna
Noah.
airbrush his beard when he comes back.
There you go.
Can I get an airbrush six-pack?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Why not? We could do practically anything. Are you down for that, Joel?
I'm just playing.
You say it, I spray it.
What?
Yeah.
That's too much.
That should be your logo.
All right.
Actually, I do get that quite often still. Yeah, I'm working on that.
Oh, cool. All right. We're moving on to our sports and news segment, sponsored by, let's just go ahead and say it, Paintez.
Paintez.
Yes, airbrush company. And what's the website that they could go ahead and check out?
They can go to Paintez.com. Right now it's under construction. I'm getting more images up and getting it professionally done. And originally I was trying to put some images up myself and wasn't quite getting the image that I wanted to.
Because the upskirts for no bueno or what?
What was that?
The upskirts? You get in trouble for that?
Yeah, no problem on that. But it wasn't. I wasn't getting the image that I want to do, so I'm gonna leave it to someone else that's more in tune with designing websites. So,
Gotcha.
Otherwise, there's another website that you can check out for my regular artwork for just my airbrushing, which is jazz3.com. So JAS 3REE.com.
Cool.
So I've got everything on there from murals to clothing, shoes, stuff on cars, motorcycles. So
Perfect.
again, you said I spray it, so
That's a real nice slogan.
yeah,
You should go ahead and trademark that.
yeah, I'm working on it. So.
Right on. So we'll go ahead and jump into our first topic, and I have a little video here. It has really nothing to do with the freaking game between the San Francisco 49ers and Seattle. It's actually the Madden 25 commercial, which showed Colin Kaepernick and Russell Wilson, because I thought that was a little bit more better than showing a freaking shellacking of San Francisco here on the Slam Show. All I gotta say, yes, they did get their ass whooped. That is by far as clear-cut as possible. But at the same time, and this is the thing Karma and I were going to kind of place our thoughts in, is what can really be spun out of this whole loss? Well, you got to come to think of it. The Niners are in a stage right now where there isn't really too many better teams out there or better players out there than that particular organization. So, you put that in a capsule. If there's someone that's better than you, you give them all the respect, and that's who you aim for to beat. Just like Michael Jordan back in the late 80s and early 90s when he couldn't get over beating the Detroit Pistons. Remember that. That was like 3 years in a row. Right now, the Packers have lost 3 games in a row to the San Francisco 49ers. The Frisco team is in the Packers' freaking thoughts, and they're in that same boat. We're talking about San Francisco losing in one of the hardest stadiums ever to play in, which is in Seattle. That's something they got to work on, absolutely. But at the same time, it's not anything where you have to be really like up in the air saying, "Oh my goodness, we should have kept Alex Smith" or anything like that. It's just a joke. So at this time, I need everyone to understand that it's only week 2. We're going on to week 3. There's a whole bunch of freaking teams that they'll probably go into the bye week with only 1 loss. So I'm happy to look forward to that. And the Niner fans out there should go ahead and just relax. Everything's going to be fine. And if you're like the Tampa Bay Bucks, which is going through hell right now, I'm not sure about Detroit, so I won't comment on that. I'll let the truth go ahead. But overall, San Francisco is going to get everything cleaned up. It is going to be kind of scary in the playoffs if you have to go through Seattle. But that won't be until the foreseeable future. Seattle has to go to Candlestick December 8th. We'll see how that plays out. If San Francisco loses that game, yes, there's a problem. But for now, that is where it stands. Karma, you got a rebuttal on this?
So what's your advice? Wait 3 years? Just like Michael Jordan did?
Not necessarily, but
No,
what I'm saying,
it's
but
not-
what I'm
yeah.
saying is
No, you're
every
right,
team
you're right.
has a kryptonite.
Well, that kryptonite is actually not it's not Seattle. It's for some it's Lynch. Lynch is the only guy you think about. Remember that streak they had was 20 some odd games, no 100-yard rushers.
Right.
And Marshawn Lynch comes along, 100
Yeah.
yards. And the very next game they play, they only give up a 100-yard rusher. Then Marshawn Lynch comes along, runs up their ass. It's I think it's also it's something. It's the outcoach part of it. I think Jim Harbaugh likes to stick to his guns a little bit too much sometimes. That I think that they need to really use, like you said, they have that great talent. Why stick to that one game plan? It was that read option. Well, guess who plays the read option just as good as you do? There's only one team that does that. The
Seattle.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Russell Wilson. They're practicing against it all the time. So why not go back to? I mean, this is where you kind of missed Delaney Walker. Why not go back to the good old 2 down or 2 tight end set?
Yeah.
The heavy set. Because you know what? The other thing, my it's not a great concern, but so far this year, and actually, if you go tail back to last year, Frank Gore does not look comfortable running in this offense. That read option, he just does not seem to be able to be that guy who can control the clock. You rely on Kaepernick a lot. You see the turnovers when you put it in his hand too many times, and he does this. I mean, he does that one turnover, but his offense is so great, it gets over it. But I think Frank Gore still needs to be your bell cow. You still need to go ahead and start mixing in and just kind of controlling that game offensively,
right?
So that your defense can relax a little bit.
Yeah.
Because like you said, in every aspect of that game, defense, offense,
special teams,
Seattle just. It seemed like it was like the old Tecmo Bowl game when the guy always picked your play.
Yeah.
And the whole damn team was in your backfield.
Yeah, he already knew.
That's what it really seemed like. It was just a weird game. I mean, Seattle's a hard place to play. Rub it off your back. The big thing is going to be for Harbaugh is going to see how the team reacts today. Are the guys in it early in the film room, or are they just kind of taking it easy and saying, "Yeah, it's just one game." So
exactly,
we'll see.
Exactly. And Sage was loving it because she has Lynch on her fantasy team.
I do. I mean, the game yesterday was a freaking snooze fest. I was like falling asleep, but I had to watch it because I had my fantasy team. So yay!
That's right. So, right.
And that's the omen I'm talking about by playing fantasy, rooting for the other guy to beat that team, and your team lost.
Yep.
And
it's business. Calm down.
I don't play fantasy. I don't play fantasy. That's
We're talking
calm
about
down. It's business.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you put like 100.
Not for fun. Not for a trophy. For real Super Bowl. It's gonna be the kryptonite. Watch.
Hey, unless that league is for money.
It is for money.
Okay, there you go.
That's what I said. It's business. Calm the fuck down.
Whoa. So how are the Lions, Mr. Truth?
Dude.
You are the biggest Lions fan.
I know. Look at that. I'm repping my Lions, even though after a loss, but
who?
This guy right here is Cardinals. Man, we were doing well. We were like dominating the game until Reggie Bush, he got hurt and he had to get out with a leg injury, and we basically it was just the penalties, man. We had over 100 yards and penalties, and yeah, it was just a horrible game, and we just lost it at the last couple minutes. So it's a bad loss, especially to the Cardinals, which is a very winnable game. But
it wasn't one, was it?
No, that's one of those games that you had as a win, but then yeah, so it was really disappointing, and we could bounce back, and we're still a young team, but yeah, I mean the Lions, it's you see, like you said, it's only the beginning of the season.
Yeah, there's still a lot of football left to be played.
Yeah, so
Yeah, but going back to the Niners, what was up with all the penalty flags? Oh my God, that was just out of control. It felt like I was watching a Raiders game.
Well, that goes to the idea of what we're saying, being out coached. Jim Harbaugh, he freaking straight up is telling them throughout the week, it's going to be noisy. You have to be prepared for it, but yet they still fail. That's the thing that hurts. It's like you knew you're not going to freaking be able to hear each other. Why didn't you prep for it? And from last year when they got blown out, they should have learned from that. So the stadium in itself is just a big old problem for San Francisco.
Now,
bottom line.
Fans, no team has done that. I mean, Seattle's won what now?
Nine in a row at home. So
yeah, at home. So that definitely, that 12 man's a real thing. The other thing too is that that's one of the bad things is that Jim Harbaugh has to go ahead and corral. They were 3 personal fouls in the second half. That means that team got under your skin.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Especially the one with Alden Smith, where
slapping him.
Yeah,
those are dumb fouls.
Yeah,
stupid.
It's you're already losing. That's to the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, we saw when Marshawn Lynch's last touchdown. He just kind of walked in there, stood at the you get rubbed in, and there's nothing you can do about it. You
right.
Gotta, like you said, just let it blow off. Jim Harbaugh, this is where he has to become the great coach.
Exactly.
Just say, okay, rub it off. Let's go ahead. We're gonna win the next. I mean, I remember kind of a loss like that to the 49ers, 40-8, the Eagles game. What did they do after that? I think they won the Super Bowl, so they just blew everybody out after that. So maybe this is that year that's that wake-up call, team gets together.
Exactly, and that's the thing. If you look at it from Kaepernick's standpoint, if he did win this game, he would have been like superstar, freaking 20 more freaking magazine covers because his ego would have been straight up in the air,
naked.
So this really grounds him, and it shows that he has a long way to being a Tom Brady, a Peyton Manning, or even like a Michael Vick in his heyday when he was taking the Atlanta Falcons to the NFC Championship. He still has a long ways to go. So this will humble him. He's going to be a better quarterback out this. And
if it does, then you're in a good spot.
Exactly. So we'll see what happens. The Colts are coming up at the stick, and yeah, it's going to be ugly. They're going to take out a lot on that team. That's for damn sure. All right, moving on to our next topic. Guess what, guys? After nearly a 20-year hiatus, the Arsenio Hall Show is back on the air. And, the whole fist pump. Hey, he was doing it, Stallion, doing the fist pump before the freaking Jersey Shore crap was happening. Wow. He set the standard for late night, freaking just cool, urban feel, everything. And I saw a few of the programs from last week. He had basically his Rolodex of friends: Chris Tucker, Paula Abdul, George Lopez. He even had Johnny Gill come on to perform. This is the only thing that I have beef is he needs to kind of bring in some of the new blood. He did have Mac Miller on to perform, but that's it. Everyone else was just all old school. I don't know if that's the demographic he wants to focus in, but
I think it was intentionally done. I mean, he's bringing back an old school show.
Right.
He's resurrecting it. Therefore, he wants to bring in his peeps, which is like people from back in the day. But what I don't understand is Paula Abdul. Really?
Back in the day?
Yeah, but
remember, she was Arsenio was actually in the Straight Up video.
Yeah.
With Paula Abdul.
Okay, well, that says it all.
And I'm pretty sure she needs some help working right
She
about now.
sucks.
So
he needs to bring in Lionel Richie, then I'll freaking watch it.
Stallion, what'd you think of the show?
It was cool, man. Like, you brought back the old school peeps. I think that was just the starting week, just to get it started. Thanking everyone who, was there last time he did it. Like, it even showed old clips of like Snoop and everybody else from back in the day. So it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
So we'll see who he has on this week.
I think it has to be a good balance because, remember, George Lopez had his show for a couple years, and he was obviously trying to bring some of those Arsenio Hall elements of old schoolers, funk bands, and stuff like that. But you got to incorporate some of the young blood. You got to incorporate Chris Cash coming onto the show and stuff like that, making it work. And that way it becomes trendy and current. So I wish Arsenio Hall the very best. I still have a lot of his freaking shows from back in the day on VHS.
Dang.
Needs to be transferred.
He said VHS.
Beta.
What is that?
So,
What is that?
What's up?
I'm just kidding.
Dude, you ain't that young.
You don't even know what a tape is.
You ain't that young. So
what the hell is a landline?
I got my stuff on MP3.
So, guys, do you think it's going to last? Do you think it'll be really effective for a few years or what?
Well, he's got a contract for a while, so I know that, right? He's like...
Yeah,
he's
and it
not
did
gonna
get
be
the
here.
highest ratings for a late night show last week, so good start.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't seen it.
Me neither.
So yeah, touch base next weekend. We'll go from there.
Okay.
I've been too busy to watch late night shows. Sorry.
Yeah, let's see how quickly they just changed the format. I know they brought both in. They have mainly old school. Because everybody who remembered Arsenio Hall from back in the day who stayed up late. Mm-hmm. This is our demographic. This is our age demographic. We came in and watched him. At my age.
You're old, dude.
At my age, unlike you youngins.
Thank you.
From Star Wars.
Rodriguez remembered Arsenio Hall. But no, I think like you said, mixing in Mac Miller, not exactly the most popular guy to pull in.
Yeah.
But I mean, bringing in, and like you said, I think one of the things Arsenio Hall is known for is, like you said, bringing in those bands, those newer age, or just unknowns, or quite on the cusp that get a little bit national attention. Mm-hmm. So let's see if he can start doing that again.
That's true.
And that's once he gets that one or two that just goes and gets that hit.
Yeah.
Because of him, that will keep him on. And that'll keep him famous.
Exactly. Because I was watching the one episode where Ice Cube was on, and he said if it wasn't for Arsenio Hall declining him and NWA for not being on the show, he would never had a movie career because he ended up meeting an intern named John Singleton.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So that's where it all connected.
I
So
mean,
you
it's
never
just-
know.
It's those kinds of things. I mean, you don't think. I'm sorry, but you don't think about any talk show right now. I mean, granted, I'm not up late night that much, but it those
Sure.
they don't take that. I'm not watching TV.
Watching
Right.
porn.
I'm making my own. Rodriguez.com. No, but I'm just saying that like I said, it's bringing in that new talent.
Yeah.
And just go ahead and I can't think of another like late talk show host right now that brings in new talent.
Mhm.
Just see, okay, who's hot, who has a headline, bring him in.
Yeah.
That's all they're interested in.
Yeah, and that's what he was known for.
Yep.
Just people on the cusp, and next thing you know, 3 months later, bam, mainstream. So we wish Arsenio Hall the best of luck. And what was it? The Dog Pound?
Yeah.
Or that section that he had?
Posse, yeah.
Posse 2.0. That's what they're called now.
It's cool that he's bringing back the old schoolers too, then, because people are like, hey, whatever happened to this guy? Whatever happened to that guy? We all seen the new people all the time on MTV and then talk shows and their thing. We all seen those guys all day. So they got to bring the old cats, Ice Cube. I mean, when's the last time he's been on the talk show?
Or Chris Tucker. That was
Yeah.
a cool thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see how we'll check it out. See what he has in store for this week. All right, moving on to our final topic. Check this out, guys. Be the best twerker and win $50,000 for school. Juicy J, recording artist for the song Bands That Make a Dance, Bands That Make a Dance, will be judging and giving $50K to the school that you'll be attending in 2014, fall of 2014, if you are the best twerker in the planet.
That's ridiculous.
Now, guys,
Count me out. I can't twerk for shit.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Check
in my
this out,
life.
Chris. This is straight up legit. It's through worldstar.com. They have this whole rules thing. That's legit. And basically, you submit a YouTube video of just twerking. And you have until the end of September. I believe October 7th is when he'll judge. And from that, he will give you $50K for school. And it's straight up whatever school you're going to. He'll pay for that. That money goes to whatever fills out your tuition.
So it's for
and-
scholarship.
Exactly.
Twerk scholarship.
Oh my God.
Exactly. So great idea, but it's interesting because it is Chris, is this a degrading thing?
I believe so.
Talk about it.
I believe it's degrading. I mean, yeah, 50,000 just to pop that ass. Pop that ass, girl. I'll give you $50,000. That's basically what he's saying.
Right. But it's not going to the person. It's going to the school.
So when he goes to the school, does he give him the money like this?
In rubber bands. But then you're asking kids to do it. So I mean, that's worse. You're having high school girls to do it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's
That's
ridiculous.
It's talent. I can't do it. So
That's way past those.
whoever could twerk is awesome. Why not?
Okay,
so
so
basically you're saying actually, I like this. That you get one winner that gets the school gets 50,000, but you get 1,000 girls sending this shit in, so
Yeah.
he can use them in the video next
Exactly.
time around.
Yeah. Basically,
he gets a free audition, is what he does.
The biggest hoe is gonna win. That's all it comes down to.
Basically.
But you don't care about the hoe that wins. You just care about the other
Why
girls.
would you
in there
think
that
it's
can
going to be
hire
a
them.
woman? It's equal opportunity. don't you
Actually,
think?
he did.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's
he's gonna
happening.
have a guy.
In that case,
Actually, he did say it's just women only.
Oh,
Okay, I
well,
was gonna say in that case I need $50,000. I'm trying to go to Expression.
Whoops.
Well, check this out, guys.
build my website.
You have to look at it from both perspectives. Yes, to a certain degree, it is degrading,
Yeah.
but it's not as bad as what these freaking 12-year-olds are looking at anyways online.
True.
So either way, there's really no escape from it. Miley Cyrus put it out there, doing her thing on the MTV Music Awards. It's a done deal.
With
All
her,
right.
with her chicken butt. You see that picture on Instagram? It looked like a
Look like a
Yeah.
chicken.
straight chicken.
Oh, all the memes made out of it. But so overall, guys, straight up, was this just a bad idea, or is this potentially something that's going to open doors for crazy other opportunities for scholarships? Talk to me.
I think it's kind of a bad idea that they're trying to do something positive with.
Right.
I think it's
And
like,
connecting to something possibly degrading
I
to
mean,
women.
it's the
yeah,
same
I
thing.
mean, I mean,
Well, look
I
at
don't know.
look at it from this standpoint. What if there was a contest for the best pole dancer? How would you look at it from that standpoint? Same thing, or is it just not enough booty shaking enough? See, well,
I think it also depends on how it's being presented in the context. I mean, it's everything that you see on the internet that's going on with the whole twerking thing is being overexposed so much.
Exposed.
So,
right.
the only thing I can think of is they're trying to take this trend that's where
it's current,
twerking, it's current, and they're trying to do something good with it.
Yeah.
Long story short, so I see the goods and the bads.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Sorry, I hate to hit you on this one, but how the hell is twerking anything to do with education?
Anything to do with education.
Because not everyone can do it. Like I said,
that's like
so that's a special talent. You get a scholarship.
It's like anybody who could jerk me off with their feet. I give 50,000.
Careful now, you might actually be.
There you go, man. The fumes.
And all he do is.
I'm just saying.
It's all Miley's fault, but he should break Miley off for some money for that.
Saying, dude.
Well, truth.
She
What do you
doesn't
think?
need any more money.
No.
Well, if you look at there's a bunch of other weird, silly scholarships out there. There's one like you had to like wrap yourself in saran wrap at senior prom. Like there's a bunch of weird scholarships out there too. Not just these ones, but you never know. I don't want to judge people and say this twerker out there, she's not smart and she just couldn't afford college. This could be her only way. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different avenue, but I don't like it when it's like 17-year-olds doing that. I don't like that. There should be like a rule. It's like you have to be an adult or something. But
Well, it's scholarship to go to college, so they have to be at least that age.
18 and up.
Well, there's some people that are 17.
I love the acceptance speech on that one.
Unless you're some prodigy.
Working, because otherwise I could never go to college.
But you can't really judge people. Sometimes.
But they're not doing it naked, so I think it's okay.
But then the one that's gonna do it naked is gonna win.
Well, that's if Chris Cash is judging.
Well, they have to have skill too. You can't just
true.
You can't just
So they have
be a thing.
So they have to write an essay why twerking is justified.
Yeah, with proper grammar.
Exactly. There you go.
As they're twerking, if they can talk while they're twerking,
and you guys are absolutely,
I'll be impressed.
You guys are absolutely correct, because in the entry rules, it does state every video that's submitted is now their property. So there you go. You have yourself a freaking music video.
Straight up.
Yeah, with no freaking worries of rights being.
They could tweet why they twat.
That'd be impressive, actually. That deserves $100,000 scholarship.
They text in.
See, and that's the thing, guys. And I don't want to make this too personal, but if you had a daughter.
Oh, no.
We'll direct it to Carmack.
Yeah.
I think he's the one that has a daughter here.
Okay.
I
don't think I have a choice in that anymore.
No.
I think it's a little bit too late now. 8 years from now?
Where would you stand on that?
Huh?
Yeah, if she wanted to do that.
Oh, she put her foot against the wall, I put her through it.
That's right.
No, I wouldn't let her do something like
That's
that.
right.
Okay.
If I had a daughter.
Me personally, no.
If I had a daughter.
He said, bring that money.
It would be all bad.
Really?
Yeah, it would be all bad. I'd shave her head and everything. It would be all bad.
Shave her head.
There you go.
It's not going to stop her probably from twerking.
Well, if she's an adult, you have no more control.
18,
over her,
exactly.
though.
Exactly.
No,
but
actually,
if you had a daughter.
It's up to they're 23. They're living at home.
Right.
They're 23. You're paying their bills, and they're a student. You're still in control.
Yeah, that's right.
You're still in control. Yep.
But they're gonna do it either way. So it's like
doesn't mean you
for
can't
me,
hit them.
For me, how I look at it, like if it was my daughter, I might possibly allow it to happen, because if it's her way of getting that college education that she wanted, I have to keep an open mind. I definitely want to see the video, and but yeah.
You want to see your
Well, no, I say the video
a little bit more. Show those cheeks a little bit more. Come on.
Better lighting.
I would want her sending in something that's like way over the top,
Yeah, it's like a stripper video. But still, I mean.
Well, see, that's where it falls into a dilemma.
So iffy. It's
yeah,
not,
because like
it's
you're
not
saying,
good.
see, Joel, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But you will, if she happens to qualify for that level, then she is doing something really, really scantless.
Right. Yeah. I mean, look at this. Put it this way: Miley Cyrus. So let's think about this. Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana does this, and look what everybody said about it. She did not have that much positive reaction to that whole situation.
Not at all.
So you got to be thinking about for your daughter. Is she's going to have to go through the same thing, especially if somebody finds out.
She's going to go through the rest of her life.
Yeah,
you're the girl that went to college by twerking.
Yeah. That's a kind of a stigma that you're going to sit. Oh,
Well,
let
that'd
me
be
see it,
something
girl. Trust me. Walking down the dorm room.
Oh, you're the twerker. You're the twerker.
Twerk. I mean, that's all they're going to hear.
We had girls twerk here last show. So what's the
They didn't
freaking
win a
difference?
scholarship. You won't give away 50 grand.
Yep.
I think the careers are already
Watch
set.
the replay.
Slow motion.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I like to watch a nice woman twerk sometimes here and there.
Sometimes.
Nice is the key word.
I like it.
Sexier
You know
is
what I'm
better.
saying?
Yeah, but you know, at the end of the day, it could be a life lesson for them. You know, when they
Sure.
twerk and they embarrass themselves, and they're right there on the internet, they show up in a music video. That's a life lesson that they'll learn forever.
That's right. It's
And
like
they're gonna live
it's
with
cool
forever,
right
though. That's
here.
the problem.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If you're at the house
our
and
fault.
your girl twerking for you, but not like on the World Wide Web for the whole world to see.
And that's just some way some people learn. You know, they have to learn the hard way. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, speak by experience there, Truth.
you know. That's why, you know, you got to keep you have a nice profile, portfolio on the internet. You know, you have to keep it all clean.
Squeaky clean like yours, right?
Yeah, and do
That's
the
right.
best they can.
There you go. So
Girls.com.
So there's pros and cons with this whole scholarship for twerking. We'll just see how it plays out, and I will keep you guys definitely posted on who the winner is.
Yes, you will.
Next month. All right, we're going to go ahead and go into the mix time with DJ Scoop and be back with our interview, starting with Joel from Paintez as he finishes up Chris Cash's incredible cap. It's looking good. Can you show what you've done so far? Tasty, tasty. All right, we'll be back here. Enjoy the mix time.
Must be the money.
Slam Show is here.
This is the DJ you've been waiting for. Now get ready to rock with DJ Scoop.
When you said it was over, you shot right through my heart. Why you let these wolves tear what we had right apart? Oh, I was so mad. I could have seen this coming right from the start. You should beware, beware, beware of a woman with a broken heart. Praying to a sky all black, looking at the stars like they finna talk back. Looking at my phone like she finna call back. But last night I feel like probably ended all that, cause by now she would've sent a text in all caps. Then another one trying to take it all back, saying F you, I miss you, or I hate you so much. Cause girls only say I hate you to the guys that they love. I know, the highs, the lows, it comes, it goes. You say be real, I try, I don't. Cause you take anything and just make it everything. I kept my phone on silent ever since you got a ring. Funny, right? And I never cheated. I mean, maybe once, twice, but one time don't change everything. She asked why I don't feel the same. I'm still the same. She's still insane, and now she's saying, you said it was over. You shot right through my heart. Why you let these wolves tear what we had right apart? Oh, I was so mad. I could have seen this coming right from the start. You should beware, beware, beware of a woman with a broken heart. Okay, ski, smoke, sleep, call, miss, text, woke, spoke, lie, feel, Lisa, ill, time, kill, months, still. I got somebody, baby mama, calling me daddy. I drank too much, please call me a cabbie. Penthouse after party, want the addy. They go ride with us, crawling in the caddy. Third row, that's when you call, I hit cancel. Really, I hit answer. I hate when that happens. Phone in my pocket for the whole night, and you heard just screaming till my phone died. Then she text me like, why you still talk to my mama? How the f you run around with condoms? Why you made me get this tattoo? Man, this tattoo. You the reason I wasn't single in college. What, all because I had you? I don't even have you. How I'm supposed to get past you? Then she called the next guy, spilling some real. Now they problems that he got to deal with. When you said it was over, you shot right through my heart. Why you let these wolves tear what we had right apart? Oh, I was so mad. I could have seen this coming right from the start. You should beware, beware, beware.
Cyclone day I feel, baby. Okay, alright. Open up your leg. Sit down on the edge. Take f***ing at the car. Me now, no time to reach the bed. Sexy yellow bone, I'ma make the red. My name is Cyclone, got the cushion on my head. Straight from Jamaica, me and me street cred. Me have a banana boat till long till it bend. Me f*** a girl from Long Beach, she run go tell a friend. And now a friend and start me daily for beat the bed. So shorty twerk it on that pole for me. Twerk it, baby. Back up your booty, make it roll for me. Work it, baby. Cyclone, you good.com. You couldn't buy this and go, daddy. Yeah!
Your man ain't hitting that ride, hitting that ride, hitting that ride. Your man ain't hitting that ride. Give me that, be in it all night. I be running that thing, who sing, kick the walls down. strong with a J. Me in the booth, no DJ. Make her sell that play on eBay. She think my on roids, Barry Bonds, cause she ain't never got like a marathon. Got her drunk off Patron and that carry on. As soon as I told her carry on, she in love, tryna marry nigga. And if the man find out, he's tryna bear nigga. Your man ain't hitting that ride, hitting that ride, hitting that ride. Your man ain't hitting that ride. If you give me that, be in it all night. I run a marathon in that thing. I run a marathon in that thing. I run a marathon in that thing. I run a marathon in that thing.
Where you at? It's paradise compared to where I'm at. In the thick of the trap, get your helmet pushed back. If you're second, then you're last, man, you lost. Lay a down like a tablecloth. You can find me up at Safeway at 3 in the morning, hella blitz. Aisle 6, buying a box of condoms and some chips. Where you wanna stay? The La Quinta or the extended stay? From LA, but I met her up at Yoshi's in the Bay. I'll sight when I saw her. Mac gang, power. She was for the pimp, she knew I wasn't a simp. After a couple of sips, she started to vent. She said, my man ain't never here and he don't take me nowhere. And guess what? I ain't wearing underwear. I said, hold that thought, bookmark that. Say no more. Let's get.
Your man ain't hitting that ride, hitting that ride, hitting that ride. Your man ain't hitting that ride. If you give me that, be in it all night.
To all the ladies in the place, big style and grace. Allow me to lace these lyrics in your groove, right grooves and make moves with all the mommies. The back of the club, sipping Moet is where you find me. The back of the club, macking my crew's behind me. Mad question asking, assing, music lasting. But I just can't quit because one of these honeys Biggie got to creep with, sleep with, keep the F a secret. Why not? Why blow up my spot? Cause we both got hot. Now check it. I got more Mac than Craig and in the bed. Believe me, sweetie, I got enough to feed the needy. No need to be greedy. I got mad friends with lenses. See notes by the layers. Truth players. Jump in the Rover and come over. Tell your friends jump in the GS3. I got the by the tree.
Jigga man be ballin', leave chicks pigeon-toed, some of them be crawling. Get the best of you whenever I put my all in. Have mommy is calling for the law, darling. Jigga and Paulin', drop coops with half the top, expose half my knot. Mad when I brag about the cash I got, but I'm used to not having a lot. I'm from the gutter and Carolina blue kicks, hottest on the block. Used to Willie bicycle since I was 6. High school, the crossover, wave the way picks. Music is the same, gave away hits, so mine get it together. Forget it forever when I go at you hard. I can get it through leather. You act like Jigga can get it whoever talking. You got a man, okay, my and that's high school making me chase you around for months. Having a fear, act like an adult for once. Plus my hand is up your skirt. Damn, you flirt. What's a little me on top gonna hurt? Maybe a little, but.
I'm not proud of my address. In the torn up town, no postcode envy. But every song I gold teeth, bagels dripping in the bathroom, bloodstains, ball gowns, trash in the hotel room. We don't care. We drive Cadillacs in our dreams. Stone Maybach, diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care. We got caught up in your love affair, and we'll never be royal. It's a running out of blood. That kind of luck's just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy. My friends and I, we've cracked the code. We count our dollars on the train to the party, and everyone who knows us knows that we're fine with this. We didn't come for money. But every song got gold teeth, bagels dripping in the bathroom, bloodstains, ball gowns, trash in the hotel. We don't care. We drive Cadillacs in our dreams. But everybody got crystal Maybach, diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care. We got caught up in your love affair, and we'll never be royal. It's a running out of blood. That kind of luck's just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy.
Drop it where you are. Drop it where you are. Drop it where you are. Listen, I'm from the nap. She give me Cali love. When she fall in love, I can't say. She set the bar. She get A+. When she do my dance, I can't wait. Drop it where you are. I can't wait for you to pop that girl. No.
All up in your hood like a food stamp. Laid back, getting lit like 2 lamps. And all the freaks know that I'm a true champ. She finna drop it low in Bobby Ray boot camp. Popping out the old school, let the door slam. She got a fistful, call her Lindsay both hands. Trying to hit the inbox, no spam. Bobby bands. And when I put my name on it, I'ma own it. I do that. Now she wanna take it home and clone it. True that. Living for the moment, every morning with your girl in my hot tub. Call me John Cusack.
That I see, I want your high love and emotion endlessly. I can't get over you. You left your mark on me. I want your high love and emotion endlessly. 'Cause you're a good girl and you know it. You act so different around me. 'Cause you're a good girl and you know it. I know exactly who you could be. Just hold on, we're going home. Just hold on, we're going home. It's hard to do these things alone. Just hold on, we're going home. I got my eyes on you. You're everything that I see. I want your high love and emotion endlessly. I can't get over you. You left your mark on me. I want your high love and emotion endlessly. 'Cause you're a good girl and you know it. girl, and you know it. I know exactly who you could be. So just hold on, we're going home. Just hold on, we're going home. It's hard to do these things alone. Just hold on, we're going.
Yeah, this was your city. You did it all and more, broke every law except for one, babe. Attraction, are you ready? I know you feel it, pull you nearer till you feel it again. Oh, wanna do something right, but we could do something better. There ain't no time like tonight, and we ain't tryna save it for later. We stay out here living the life, yeah. Nobody cares who we are tomorrow morning. And I got that little something I like, the little something I've been wanting to borrow. Tonight's the night, come on, surrender. I won't lead your love astray, astray, yeah. Your love's a weapon, give your body some direction, that's my aim. Then we could take like the night. Come on, use me up until there's nothing left. Take like the night. Dizzy, spinning, sweating, you can't catch your breath. Take like the night. Ooh, don't know when the sun is rising next. Take like the night. So if the feeling's right, then raise your glass and let's take back the night.
That's the joint, that's the jam. Turn it up.
And the horn say,
that's the joint, that's the jam. Turn it up.
Take it over.
That's the joint, that's the jam. Turn it up.
And the horn say,
that's the joint, that's the jam. Turn it up.
Alright.
I like the way the rhythm makes me jump and move. It got the feeling that makes me wanna do my do. Got me, feel the joy till my gray sky blue. And when you hear a cut, baby doll, I know you. You feeling, huh? Get up on the floor, start moving some. Body parts that got brothers acting down, and they be acting down from the cut that's playing. People breaking neck from this demonstration. We about mass appeal, no segregation. Got black to Asian and Caucasian. Say that's the joint, that's the jam. Turn it up.
And the horn say,
that's the joint, that's the jam. Turn it up.
Take it over.
That's the joint, that's the jam. Turn it up.
And the horn say,
that's the joint, that's the jam. Turn it up.
Is it so hard to say the same thing? Are you so weak to say the same thing? Burn a hole into your apprehensiveness and let the wildfire shine and repeat after me. Good girls go
That was the Mix Time presented by our resident DJ Scoop from Houston. Thank you very much for putting together a great mix. Let's have a big round of applause for DJ Scoop. Welcome back to the Slam Show, and we're ready to move on to our first guest interview. I'll throw up a little slide of this gentleman's work. He hails from the city of Walnut Creek. He is an extraordinary airbrush artist, as you can tell. It is incredible. He actually recently did a piece for our very own Lady Sage, which he'll be showing off in just a few moments. Let's have a big round of applause for Joe Salinas, everyone.
Yeah.
What up?
Thank you.
And let's just jump right into that piece. It's incredible. If you could raise it a little bit, and Chris, give him a little hand if you can, please. There you go. Wow. Now, let's back up and talk about the idea that you had for this particular artwork.
So, this piece, when actually I'm gonna put this down.
Yes.
No, you have to hold it.
I know, right?
Cover your face.
The whole
Here we
time.
go. When I first met you guys at the Spectrum Auto Works art show, we had talked about doing a piece. I was talking with Lady Sage. We were talking about doing something with her that's kind of superhero-ish with a little bit of a ninja twist, and so I kind of took those concepts and took my own ideas and put it into it, and did a few different concepts, sketches, and just texted them to you guys, some of the images, and liked all of them. So I kind of took a little bit of everything and remixed into this, and so
it's phenomenal.
I like I really wanted the dragon to be very prevalent and act more as a sidekick,
right?
Instead of a villain. So, which I think I did pretty decently here, and had it kind of wrapping around behind her,
right?
But
right.
she's still the forefront kind of superhero.
Exactly.
So that I think that kind of comes in. That whole conceptual part comes in from my training with school, because I went to school for media arts and animation, so that's definitely something you learn. But
let's show it one more time, one more left of it, and that's where I'm seeing the whole dragon like partnership, because it looks like the dragon is breathing down and actually levitating her, like giving her power.
Right.
So I think that was a phenomenal concept to kind of explore, and obviously it looks like Lady Sage with the hair and the evil eyes and so forth. So yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, that's how I look when I get mad. Dark Phoenix.
So
yeah, and then I wanted to add some realistic flames to it, and also I don't know if it's really visible in the camera, but on certain pieces, like the spikes of the dragon and in the eyes of both characters, I put a chameleon green, so that way it shimmers. Like
I did a little focus on you, so if you raise it one more time and do kind of give it a little slant, maybe they could see it. Yeah, there you go.
Like a little emerald green.
Gotcha.
You might be able to see in the eyes and the spikes and
the
body.
Yeah, it does have a little like reflection-ish sort of feel.
So I kind of wanted to give it like a little bit of a special effect, so to speak, to kind of bring the piece more to life.
That's fantastic.
And I wrapped the whole thing, so, the whole image around the whole canvas, so that way, it kind of continues. It really kind of tells the story.
That's beautiful. So let's back up a little bit. As far as your love for art, was it something that was developing when you were a child, or did you catch on in your late 40s, or how did that happen? I'm just messing with you.
See, you're already aging me. Thanks. So I started drawing. Thanks to my grandmother, she started drawing me Mickey Mouse, and I kind of caught on to doing that, and so she taught me how to draw Mickey Mouse, and that's kind of where it started. And when I started, as I started learning, as I started growing up, like in fourth grade, I got into the hip hop culture, and I started seeing breakdancing and the graffiti and the MCing and all that. And I grew up in a smaller town in Sonoma, so there really wasn't a whole lot of that. So whenever I could get any glimpse of any of that culture, I was on it. And, the graffiti and the b-boying is the thing that really set me off, and you know, I sketch in my sketch pads, you know, doing all the graffiti, trying to do all the different wild style graffiti that I could, the block lettering, and then you know, and of course being a b-boy, it all kind of went hand in hand. I'd always been into drawing. I got into drawing creatures, characters, things like that, and it wasn't until 2002 that I really realized that what it is that I wanted to do. I'd always had an appreciation for the art of airbrushing and kind of like the aerosol style.
Right. Instead of spray cans and doing walls and
exactly.
shit. Yeah.
And I could never find anywhere to learn it. And so when I finally found a spot, which was a airbrush action getaway in Las Vegas, it was for a week straight. All you did was eat, breathe, airbrushing.
Nice.
And when I got back, I you know, my mom picked me up from the airport, and she's like, "Well, how was it?" I'm like, "It's life changing. I know what I want to do now.
Nice.
I know I always wanted to do art, but I didn't know what discipline I wanted to go into." And I'm
Very
like,
true.
There it is. It just that laid it all out right there for me. And so from there, I started buying all the equipment and all, you know, building all, like my own manifold, and each airbrush that I buy is like worth over $100.
It's not cheap. It's not cheap hobby.
It's definitely not cheap. So, you know, I practice and I practice and I practice, and my girlfriend at the time, Erica, she supported me huge. Like, she bought me like this airbrush action magazine when I first got back. And,
right.
Yeah, so she was always a big supporter.
Not anymore.
Oh, even more so.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Even more so. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, Sage, what are you laughing for? I wasn't making fun of his possible
no, because
separation.
he's kind of said at the time that.
Well, see, when I say at the time, we had broken up for a little while.
Okay, they were on a break.
We were on a it was actually a very long break, and then we actually just reconnected, and we both kind of found each other again down here in the Bay Area, and we both lived in Tahoe. So it's kind of funny how that worked out, and so we just kind of reconnected, and you know, we started seeing each other more, and
okay,
things kind of tell a story after that. So we're still together, and everything's been good, and so. Yeah.
Okay, now back to the whole painting thing.
Yeah, go to the painting thing.
As far as being able to find a vision, is it because of your hip hop love that you kind of bring in those elements into your artwork, or is it just straight up, hey, I want to go ahead and do whatever someone suggests to do and just make it to what their vision is? Kind of like how Sage was put together on this painting. It's like, okay, she wants to have sort of a ninja thing with a superhero feel. You would stick directly with that, or would you have more input underneath it as well?
I usually always have my own input, like no matter what. A lot of times people give me creative artistic license to go and do whatever it is I want.
Yeah, kind of like Chris Cash on the cap.
Yeah,
just do your thing.
Yeah, and then from there, you know, they give me a few ideas, and I come up with some different concept sketches and present them, text them, however, email, whatever the case may be. Get a yay or nay. So they like it, and then, you know, what you guys saw from the sketches.
Yeah.
You know, it's definitely there's a lot of differences.
You know? Huge.
You know,
yeah.
I mean, there's still some similar stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, even from the sketches on its own, that was great artwork as well. I mean, if you just left it as is, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
And that's how great your work is.
No, thank you.
So when it comes down to being able to develop your skills, where do you think you're heading with that? Like, say, within the next couple years?
I love airbrushing, but I really want to. This is where I've taken Paintez, and I wanted to kind of create my own niche market.
Yeah, how did you come up with that name?
Again, my girlfriend. She gave me
the one that you were on a break
right now. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. Now it's all. I'm with you. Yeah.
It's all coming together.
We don't want to get anyone in trouble.
Yeah, no one's in trouble. It's all good. She gave me this idea that she had some friends that I think that wanted some. She asked me if I ever airbrushed any boy shorts, and I said no, but hey, there's a first for everything, you know. So she's like, so would you want to? I'm like, okay. So long story short, got some boy shorts. She gave me the ideas, you know. She wanted some sports themes, airbrushed them, gave them to her, and she loved them. And I started thinking about it, and I'm like, painted panties. Interesting. And then I kind of put the two together, kind of remixed the idea, and
Yeah.
Paintez.
Man, I love you, man. You talk about
So-
remix so much, and I'm all about that too.
Everything I do, I mean,
It's a remix.
From my art, from my music that I listen to is remix.
There you go.
Like your mixes. That's what. Yeah, your mixes are sick. I love your mixes when you're playing at the Spectrum Auto Works.
Yeah.
Yeah, all remixed. I loved it. I was
Thank
having
you.
a blast.
Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, everything's remixed pretty much.
All right.
And my food.
Can't leave out the food.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Joel Salinas of Paintez Airbrush. And to my co-host here, have your question ready after I ask this one final one. As far as being able to get anyone out there in particular, like a celebrity, is there a person that you would say, I want to do art for this particular, like, whether it's a designer or a movie star? Anyone stands out?
There's no one really in particular.
Because like Chris Brown, he's a graffiti artist. He's done stuff over in his like Hollywood walls and stuff like. Chris, you seen that his work?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, it's not on his level, but everyone has a creative element to what they perceive as art.
Right.
So
you know, I never really thought about like if there's anything that I would like to create something for a certain celebrity. I never really sat down and really thought about it. I do have a few favorite artists, but it's because I admire their style. I've done one piece which was a canvas for E40. One of his friends who's a neighbor.
Okay.
She commissioned me to do this canvas for him because they're neighbors, and she said, "Hey, this is what I want," and so kind of come up with your own thing. She gave me a couple of images that she wanted me to work with. So,
is that up on your Facebook?
I think it is on my Facebook.
What
Yeah.
is it like? What you did for the E40?
So it's a picture of him in the front, and it has like a city skyline in the background, E40 and graffiti written in letters. Has some of the like his work.
You sure it's on your Facebook? Because I creeped the fuck out of that. Didn't find any
It's
E40
probably
thing.
on the Paintez fan page.
I'll check. I'm almost positive it is, but I may have taken it down.
Yeah, for copyright reasons, right?
Yeah, there you go. And it has like some of his songs in the background, and have the city skyline, and
Dude, that sounds so dope.
so yeah. He said it. He put it up in his office, so I'm like, I've seen him a couple times. He's like, yeah, it's still in my studio or office or whatever. I'm like, awesome.
Awesome.
I'm stoked. So that one thing is I'm feel truly blessed to be able to have done that for E40.
40 water.
Real awesome guy. Just very chill. And then right now I'm working with Marc Jacobs, like at the Marc Jacobs store in the city.
Mhm.
So that's a blast too.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah. So I'm just
Making moves.
yeah, just whatever kind of falls into place, I'm happy to do it.
Exactly.
So,
That's why you're
yeah.
here on the Slam Show.
Yeah.
Taking that next step.
Exactly.
All right, Sage, take it away.
Well, first and foremost, again, I want to say thank you very much for the canvas artwork. You perfectly executed my vision to your vision, and voila.
Awesome.
And my question is, have you ever airbrushed a body part on a woman? If so, what body part?
Just about every body part I've airbrushed.
Ooh.
Yeah. So yeah, there's no one in particular that I haven't airbrushed. And
Clitoris?
I actually to take a little bit of a step further. I just finished this last June. I was promoting Paintez at Pride SF, and lo and behold, everyone wanted something airbrushed.
On their body part.
On their body part, not exactly that spot, but just about. I let them know I do have limitations, but I do have an open mind. So, but just keep it clean and all that. But yeah, it was fun. It was a good time.
Taint.
Yeah. You may find on my that was a whole lot of no. There may be on my Facebook. I don't know if it's there still or not. Me at Pride, and I as soon as I put on the gear of wearing a rainbow tutu and wings, and I put myself out front airbrushing, everyone flocked.
Done.
Very
it was
nice.
done. It was done, and I'm
Money
like,
good.
all right, cool.
Bang bang.
Everyone had a
good.
blast, and I was wearing a pride hat and wore it backwards, and instead of being inside the booth, I brought myself out and yeah.
Airbrush boobs.
Yeah, I did. I was really literally airbrushing boobs. So
You're the man.
Very nice.
Nice.
Cool.
Easy.
So that now you're doing the airbrush, and you think you can do a tattoo now that you can do the airbrush so steadily, and you think you can actually take a tattoo gun and do somebody up?
I think it's a possibility. I think it's a different tool. In a different medium, and I think with due time, like, anything's possible. So I just haven't really taken it to that level yet. I've designed tattoos, and I've done body art, but I've never actually taken the actual tattoo gun and applied.
Because you can airbrush the design on them, and then you can just take the gun and just go right over it. I mean, so
I don't know if you can airbrush the design on. I know they use a transfer
Stencil, yes,
ink and
yeah.
all that.
Hey, Stallion, when did you become a tattoo airbrush artist master?
just asking the question.
Cool.
I got a question on,
Hey, it's not your turn. It's Karma's turn.
What? I thought it was going this way.
You're disrespected by me on the show, don't you?
Yeah. His team lost.
That's right.
Oh, man.
Actually, I liked his that Stallion's question that I kind of want to lead into that. When you mentioned earlier, you kind of cut yourself off, was different materials you'd like to use. You kind of mentioned painting, so like oil paints. I mean, different material that you'd like to use. I mean, is there something else that you would not only just do that as a hobby, but go into business with, as far as someone commissions you, said, hey, I need an oil painting of a certain thing?
I have dabbled a little bit in oil painting. Sometimes my patience, I don't have the patience for the oil painting because it takes a little extra time than with an airbrush. And I feel like with an airbrush, it's
never saw
almost
Bob Ross? 30 minutes,
instantaneously.
man.
Yeah.
Bob Ross in 30 minutes.
Painting
Yeah,
happy trees.
Masterpiece.
Yeah.
Did you say Carl Ross?
No,
He said Bob Ross.
Oh, Bob Ross. That's
Bob
right.
Ross.
The guy
Land of
with
Happy
the.
We're gonna
Trees,
paint a
yeah.
little happy tree right here.
See, that's what it is.
And a nice little,
I know he has an
nice,
afro.
Nice little friend next to
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
A little friend.
But something like
Put a
that,
little
would
bird
you?
there.
Yeah.
Happy little bird.
He's
But, I mean,
lonely.
those kinds of things. I mean, with different materials. Hey, you said you've done it before as something that you're a little bit more obviously airbrushing most comfortable with, but
Airbrushing I'm most comfortable with. I've worked with the aerosol can. I feel like the airbrush is my first. It's like kind of like my first language when it comes to art. Then the aerosol can and your graphite pencil. Using the regular paintbrush with acrylics is all good. I think tattooing would be
probably a good step.
maybe the next thing.
The next natural step, I would think.
Yeah. I was going to school at the Art Institute for a little bit. I was studying media arts and animation, and I just kind of came to a decision like not too long ago that's not really. It doesn't really. Putting 3D models together and doing the texturing and sitting in front of a computer doing my art doesn't really apply to the paintings and everything that I'm doing now.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of stopped doing that, and I think when I do want to return back to school, but it'll be for illustration, and with illustration kind of falls that tattoo aspect kind of works hand in hand with the illustration aspect. So that probably my next tool I would definitely like to learn.
Cool. Truth?
You said you worked with like E40 and you're working with Marc Jacobs' store.
Mm-hmm.
What would you consider maybe the highlight of your painting career, and what would you consider maybe as like advice maybe for upcoming artists that still don't know how to break the mold or get out there and get started?
Good question.
I'll start with the second question. As far as breaking the mold, just keep searching. Like for me, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Like I've always loved art, and I didn't know what I wanted to do for like the longest time. But I know what I appreciated, and I kept searching it and searching out for learning how to airbrush, and I finally found it. So it's like if you're persistent, you'll overcome it. You'll get there. And once you find what that tool and that passion is, and your perfect medium, just keep practicing and and study the masters and and try and take classes, and if you can, whether it be private or large group classes. I mean, if anyone if anyone's ever asked me, hey, would you teach me how to airbrush, I'll be more than happy to.
Master Joel.
I'm always into trying to teach and better, you know.
I need that.
If it's gonna make someone a better artist, and I can show them like an easier way to get their vision across, I'll try every single method and technique that I can think of to try and relate to their learning curve to make it work for them. The other question was,
which one do you consider is like probably your most proudest moment in your painting career, or maybe your most memorable piece that you ever done?
The one right there.
Boobies.
It better be right there. I'm just kidding. I'm going to turn into that person.
it's this one.
Chris,
That's it. I'm done.
Who said boobs?
I did.
No, honestly, like, and I always tell people this, like, whenever I paint a piece, like, and especially like when it's a portrait for someone, and especially if it's someone that they lost, kind of part of my proudest moment when it comes to painting is, it's not the conversation of being able to make them happy, and bring that person back to them, as if they were still here. For me, that's probably my proudest and happiest moment when I'm painting, and you know, when I'm in front of a live audience and I can capture that image that someone wants, and I'm making them happy, and I see their face go from yeah, and that it's a good feeling.
Do that again. Do that again.
So yeah, half the conversation is just making people happy with my art, you know. So
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Chris, close it out.
You
have a question?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What was? Let's see. What was the last actual hip hop piece, a legal piece that you done? You done something like Ramo on Beach Street?
You know, honestly, I never went Ramo.
You haven't went Ramo?
I never went Ramo. I'd always practiced it, you know, on my own walls and in my own sketchbooks and everything.
We could hop on the van right now. And
Yeah,
do it.
let's go.
Let's go find a spot.
Let me go get all my Montana cans at home, and we'll take care of business. You know, everything I've done, you know, people have asked me to do, and you know, they've been commissioned pieces, but yeah, I've never, you know, I would like to say I'd done something like that, but I was always honestly kind of too scared. I never wanted to get in trouble, so
it's never too late.
Yeah, right. Hey,
and you got security here, so you're all set.
There's a first for everything.
Yeah, and it's documented, so he'll get busted.
Straight up.
And there's a first for everything.
It was my fault.
Yeah.
Well, Joel, thank you very much for being able to come out here and hang with us. Let's give a big round of applause for Joel Salinas, Paintez. Hang out for the rest of the show and continue to do some more work. You are where you at with?
I'm just about done with this hat.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna add a few highlights to it
Nice.
and finish it up and hand it off, and then
Nice.
maybe I'll do a tank top or another hat. So.
How about a thong for truth?
This is Detroit on the back.
I've got some ready to go boy shorts right here.
He said boy shorts for a boy.
With a
little lion on it. A little lion on it.
I can say a little lion on there.
Oh my goodness!
And you can say like in bubble like
rawr.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Truth is saying, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break and be back with our exclusive interview with recording artist from V-Town, Chris Cash. And he got some new music as well. Everyone hang tight here on The Slam Show.
The champagne, this one's for the life. Did everything it could to be here for the night. Man, it feels good, everything is right. Energy is strong enough to brighten city lights. My whole team winning, no vision, no quit. I'd rather say I did than let them busters say I didn't. Let them talk about it, man. I'm already living, I risk my life to try every day to go and get it. Came from the bottom, no one said it would be
fair. Now I'm on this money, lounging like it's a beach chair. Papa don't preach, all we do is just reach here. Raise round, we just happy to be here. Spot them, got them, let your soul pay your dues. While my doing magic, voodoo, Moulin Rouge. That's a tactic that they use. I'm high, then suck them dry. Before you know it, her Q7 is buzzing by. The queen pin to the kingpin redeems him. The boat comes, the drums, my team wins. Yeah, this the life that we make. In the dark like a sweet serenade.
Champagne, this one's for the life. Did everything it could to be here for the night. Man, it feels good, everything is right. Energy is strong enough to brighten city lights. My whole team winning, no vision of quit. I'd rather say I did than let them busters say I didn't. Let them talk about it, man. I'm already living. I risk my life to try every day to go and get it, get it, get it.
Supreme ballers, all my got SBs, triple doubles, both wrist and neck freeze. Triple doubles, 2 and tech squeeze. Triple doubles, 2 and check please. Woo! They love me on my Ric Flair. Woo! In that phantom like I'm Blair Witch. Woo! Who are you to be compared with? Woo! Ain't no that you bled with. Caught cases, ran base and rolled aces. Lick shots or left bodies with no traces. Yeah, this the life that we make. In the dark like a sweet serenade.
Champagne, this one's for the life. Did everything it could to be here for the night. Man, it feels good, everything is right. Energy is strong enough to brighten city lights. My whole team winning, no vision of quit. I'd rather say I did than let them busters say I didn't. Let them talk about it, man. I'm already living. I risk my life to try every day to go and get it, get it, get it.
Look, my Ouija board don't ever lie to me. The best rapper living, I know who's alive to me. Yeah, the competition's all but died to me. Rah, I make these niggas hide from me. This Sergio Tashini life we uphold. You just posing for them pics so you can upload. Yeah, this the life that we made. It's in the dark like a sweet serenade, nigga.
Champagne, this one's for the life. Did everything it could to be here for the night. Man, it feels good, everything is right. Energy is strong enough to brighten city lights. My whole team winning, no vision of quit. I'd rather say I did than let them busters say I didn't. Let them talk about it, man. I'm already living. I risk my life to try every day to go and get it, get it, get it.
If you do that, I will use it on Thursday. I'm filming on Thursday.
Yeah. That's brand new Pusha T featuring Chris Brown, Sweet Serenade here on the Slam Show. Welcome back. We're going to go ahead into our second interview. I'll throw a little slideshow of this gentleman's work. He hails from the city of Vallejo. This is his second time being on the Slam Show. First time he was an interesting fellow, and he is now back to share us some stories about what's going on with his music, his short film ideas. A lot of stuff is on the plate. Let's have a big round of applause for Chris Cash, everyone.
Yeah. Is it wrong if I clap for myself?
No, not at all.
Absolutely not.
Oh my goodness, what's going on with the little honey in that video, man?
Oh, Ashley V. She's my friend. I like Ashley V. She's real nice. You probably, all y'all listeners probably heard of her. 118,000 followers or something like that on Instagram. Hot import model. She's nice though. She's good people.
Oh, dude, you're holding it down.
She's good people.
Trying to be humble there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to dig too deep, but I see you and I feel you. So, brother,
You feel him what?
You don't want to see that painting in real life.
So, what's been new? Last time you were here, you had some new tracks. I believe you were dropping your EP or album.
Put out, last time I was here, I put out an album called "It's Curtains."
Correct.
And it did real well. But I'm on the next project right now. I'm actually not even planning on putting an album out.
Mhm.
But the new way to make it in the game right now is to just release singles
Mhm.
with music videos with it, and when one catches fire, you know what I mean, then I hit them with the follow-up project. But the little clip that you just showed, Cake, with Ashley V in it, is doing pretty well actually. I'm supposed to be going on tour in Hawaii next month.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I'm gonna be out there for a while. I'm excited.
Okay.
And after that, I'm releasing another song. I think I sent it to you too, if you might play it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
When we go on break, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's the, I believe, short,
chubby, and ugly.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm talking about myself. You know what I'm saying? Short, chubby, and ugly, but the ladies still love me though. You feel me?
Oh well, hey, you said it, not me.
It's okay. I didn't know what to say. It's okay.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Wait till you hear it. It's a good song.
Yeah, that was pretty awkward though, but it's all good.
I like it.
So, you were talking about all the changes in the industry.
Yeah.
You've been in the game for so long.
Yeah.
You've been in the game long enough that you had to change your name.
Right.
Because you were Charisma, young Charisma.
Yeah.
What's going on with this Chris Cash thing?
Chris is my real name, and I think it's a better brand. Like, you can't really put charisma on the shirt, and people will want to wear it. But people like money.
Okay.
So
yeah, no doubt.
I'm just trying to make it so that
it's marketable.
Right. There's no excuses.
Okay.
And also, like, at my shows, people used to butcher my name, like Chariz. Like, you don't know how to read. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm not no food.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Chorizo?
Like chorizo, you mean? Oh, got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
they used to say that, and I'm like, wow, you really just butchered my name, man. I'm still gonna kill the crowd, though. It don't matter.
Exactly, and you always do,
Yeah.
brother.
Yes, sir.
So, you were just pointing out, there's a new way of marketing.
Right.
Being in the rap game for so long, you know it's like you're here now, gone tomorrow.
Right.
Being able to have this formula, let's have a song, have a music video connected, that is, in your perspective, the only way to go right now.
You just have to, why focus your time and your money on a whole project that nobody even likes, when you could push one song, and if it catches fire, you put all your money behind it, and it'll take you somewhere, then you hit them with the follow-up project, and they'll be waiting for it.
Yeah.
You can't really build a buzz off 16. That's too much. 16 songs. That's too much to give them.
Exactly. And you are absolutely right. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, that was the formula.
Right.
Where you would go ahead and have one main single and not release that independently and just say you're going to be forced to buy the album.
Right.
I was doing the same exact thing. Now, with the digital age, it's like spontaneous. I want that song. I want that song only.
Song. Exactly.
That's it. I don't want to hear no other tracks off that. And if those catch fire, I'll get that later.
There you go.
So I'm really into this new perspective of being able to jump on a single, get a music video, and let's jump into the whole music video aspect. You're really into it.
Right.
You have like real storylines and stuff like that.
I actually direct, edit, and I do all my videos. I just have someone hold the camera for me.
Gotcha.
So that's something new that I picked up too. I got a camera for Christmas, and it's been a wrap ever since.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of camera?
Canon T4i.
The T4.
And then I've been spending all my money on lenses. I got a 50mm 24-70. I got a 35, and I just bought a little crane.
Right. So you could do the hovering shots and
Yeah.
sweeps and everything.
Yeah, I'm in love with it.
See, and that kind of connects to this whole situation with the new recording studio that you have.
Right.
So you're trying to just have this whole powerhouse of everything done at one spot.
Exactly. I just opened up a recording studio in Vallejo. It's real nice. I like it a lot. My creative juices just flow when I'm in there. I never go home.
It's really funny because he posted this picture before anything got into it, like any equipment, and it looked like there was a ghost that was in the window area, and everyone was like commenting like, boy, you better get that blessed, boy.
It was my friend's reflection in the glass window.
But it just looked so eerie. Because it wasn't him, obviously, in the reflection. But congratulations on that effort, brother.
Thank you.
So, are you looking forward towards bringing in, say, the main guys that are in the Bay, that are making noise, Love Rants, I Am Sue, guys like that coming into your studio? Is that one of the goals?
Definitely.
Okay.
I've actually been working with I Am Sue a little bit as well. I'm with 3 Up right now. I don't know if you heard of 3 Up. My boy Mike Dashie.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it's his birthday today. Shout out to my Brody.
There you go.
I'm I'm working with his label right now. We about to put out the album. When, you know what I mean, just like a little EP, 8 songs or something like that under his label.
Right.
So
nice. And as far as your upcoming projects are concerned, what's going on with that?
I just want to make music and let people feel me. I don't really have a plan anymore. I'm almost to the point where I want to be as being financially independent and not having to work anymore and just do music.
I think we talked about that on the last show. You're like, man, I just want to quit my day job and just focus on this.
And actually, I'm the closest I've ever been right now.
Congrats, brother.
I feel like I could quit like next week if I wanted to, but I'm just scared.
Hey, anything new that you're going to do, you're always going to be scared.
Yeah.
That fear will never go away. You just have to work and challenge through it.
Yeah.
Right on. Okay, to my co-host, have your question ready for Mr. Chris Cash after I ask him one very simple one. How does one reach you? Where are the websites and social media outlets?
It's Chris Cash Online. So if you go to Facebook, facebook.com/Chris Cash Online. Twitter, Chris Cash Online. Instagram, Chris Cash Online. You trying to get a feature, studio time, hit me on the Gmail. Book Chris Cash at Gmail. And yeah.
So no residual of charisma at all anywhere, right?
Not at all, no.
Not even the domains. It doesn't forward to Chris Cash?
No.
You just ended that.
Yeah.
You should have like an image where it says, rest in peace, charisma.
I don't want to do that because then that's kind of, I might jinx myself and get shot or something.
You the man. Sage, take it away.
Well, it's not so much of a question. I do remember you did a remix with the Aura track, and it did say charisma. Are you ever going to come back and change it to Chris Cash? Because I still love that song.
I'll do it for you. Yeah.
Awesome. Was it also the one that's Take Control?
I remember those songs.
Yeah,
those was
so
hot.
you have 2 songs that you need to put Chris Cash on.
Actually, not even go back to that. Let's start fresh.
Let's
All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fresh.
Let's do another one.
Yeah. Done deal. All right.
Awesome.
I'm ready.
Now I'm going back in the lab. See, you put me to work.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we do. What was the first song that got you like, man, this is a shit? Like, what was the very first song that you heard and it stuck to your head, and you know the words? Like, you can do it right now. You can just rap it.
Ice, ice, baby, vanilla ice.
You mean first
hip hop song that wanted to make you rap?
I didn't have one.
There was a song that you heard and go,
No, my cousin. I had an older cousin. His name JD. He's like 7 years older than me. I was really young. I was like 11, and he had a little rap group. They were called Ground Basics. That was my first rap group I was ever in. But one day, we were watching MTV Raps or something in the house, and it was ABC came on. Another Bad Creation. Aisha. And he was like, "Can you rap?" And I'm like, "I don't know." He's like, "Try it right now." And then he played I forgot what beat he played. And I freestyled. It was natural. And I just kept going. And I kept going. He was like, "Wow, you could rap." I mean, it was really like an epiphany. You know what I mean? It just came out. I was talking about his Pumas and everything.
I think Sam's digging up a freestyle right now.
Don't look.
I think with that's the next step. Isn't it?
Is it Aisha instrumental? We're gonna throw some words out.
Oh, brother.
Oh yeah, there you go. Just like last time. So real quick, how do you make sure that you produce your own beats, right?
I produce, mix, master, write. I even do my own graphic design, my own music videos, everything.
He does his own airbrush.
No, my own airbrush 6-pack.
There you go. We gotta figure that one out. No, actually, what I wanted to ask you was, where do you get your influence for new beats? Where do you get your influence for new tracks?
I actually just let it take over me, because I figured out that when I'm forcing something, I'm never satisfied. I'm never happy with it. So I'll sit in the studio and I'll lay down a clap and then hit an 808 and then start messing with the keys, and before you know it, I got something nice, you know what I'm saying? And if not, I'm going to the next one.
You ever felt yourself getting trapped inside a certain style of beat or anything
Always.
like that, where you're sitting like, you know what, this sounds just like what I just did?
Always.
Yeah, so
I get beat block, writer's block. You just got to push through it. Maybe smoke.
Hey, whatever works, right?
Vape.
It gets you paid. You know, you do it right, you get paid anyway.
Cool. Truth?
I got a question. You know, the rap game, you're talking about how the game is all different now. And so how do you feel about the rap game in general? You know, some people are saying, like, hip-hop is back, and how, you know, Kendrick Lamar just calling out all these people. And how do you feel about, you know, the phase of hip-hop right now, you know? And
I hope Kendrick Lamar resurrects hip-hop, because at this point, it's so saturated with bullshit. I hear so much bullshit on the radio, I don't even want to hear it no more. People is dancing funny and...
Twerking.
He's like, well, that's acceptable.
But I mean, I would love it to get back to just who's the dopest lyricist, not who could spend the most money and have the most models in the video and who has the nicest car. Who's the dopest lyricist? What happened to that?
do you think he'll come back, though?
Yeah, I think it's coming back. Kendrick might have lit the fire. He might have done it, because all that other bullshit is not gonna get no play no more.
Nice.
I think Eminem's gonna come after that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he's like just destroying fools now. It's just like
You have to.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
I hope the game gets, because that's how it started. I was a battle rapper. I actually haven't lost yet, but I quit though. I know somebody out there better than me, and I don't want to give up the title. I'm cool.
You watch that? You watch like URL and all that?
Yeah, all the time.
URL right there.
All the time.
Are we gonna throw some words out?
Yeah, let's do some throw the words out and see if Mr. Chris Cash could throw a freestyle on it. Here we go.
We'll let him start and we'll throw words.
Turn my headphones up a little bit. Can you? You gonna have me rap on the techno beat?
Sounds like the Take Control.
Yes, it is the Take Control. That's the one. Do the remix right here.
Young cash getter, motherfucking mask wearer. All these other rappers sweet rockin' mascara. I'll beat these pussies up, it's a massacre. In the Panamera heat on every passenger. I'm that sicker, doctors can't find the antidote. You can call me Gallagher, crush your fucking cantaloupe. that's too fast for me. I don't wanna rap on that. Give me something where I could ride the beat.
All right.
Old school hip hop.
I'd rather sing to that one, like, ooh yeah.
Dude,
Not
did
even
you
that.
just do some Jodeci?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you got some Stevie B beats back there.
There you go.
Airbrush.
Every time I walk by, all the hoes stare at us. Looking at my brand new cap, it's freshly airbrushed. All these hoes know me when they rockin' on they Paintez. I'm like, oh yeah, baby, you can paint me, paint my taint. I'm like, baby, you can't even touch this. Fuck it, Chris Cash in the building. Slide through, better fucking hide your wife and children. This is off the dome, this shit is not written. Bitches know I'm so hot, I got them purring.
Detroit Lions.
Kittens. Shit, fuck Detroit Lions. 49ers in the building, yeah, we the Flyers. It don't really matter, cause you can't come against us. We motherfucking riders, leave you defenseless. Hut one, hut two, let me quarterback, baby. You could beat us and throw it back. You know how we rock, Chris Cash, don't stop. Yeah, you know I'm so damn hot, shit. I got the hot flow, quick to touch your motherfucking soul like a gospel. Yeah, I got those. Hoes know I got those. You can hit me on my motherfucking number, but bitch, it's not yours. I'm so hot, it's cheesy. Believe me, bitches can't see me. They wanna hit me up on IGZ, but they can't follow, cause my baby mama might pull out the hollow. Click, clack, yeah. She might follow you home. She like, you call my motherfucking man on his phone?
Vibrator.
Yeah, motherfucker, I'll see you later. Bitch is sweet like annihilator. I wouldn't even touch these hoes with 10-foot vibrators. I wouldn't give her nothing. Chris Cash slide through, you know the boy bustin'. Every discussion, I don't have to write it down. Look at my fit, you gon' have to wipe me down. My whole closet, it look like fucking Nike Town.
Mayweather.
Yeah. What they know about it? I slide through when I show about it. They hate us. We got the Bay weather, and y'all fucking scaredy cats like Mayweather. You don't want to.
Stilettos.
Wait, what? Powers all on my line. Stilettos all in the air.
Yeah.
Powers all on my line. Stilettos all in the air. Go ahead, twerk it for them 50 G's. I'm like, baby, come get with me. It's Chris Cash, I'm reppin' the V. You know I'm rockin' like every day. I'm an asshole with the cash flow. You can catch me on this Monday on the Slam Show. I'm an asshole. I told your ass twice, so nice.
Right here,
Paper mache.
Paper mache.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah, paper mache.
Yeah.
Right here.
Okay.
Is my pretty
Okay.
sweat.
Paper mache. These bitches on my nuts, I'm giving them hay. I'm like, baby, you wanna rock? Coming through off the top, I don't even have to write it down. You gon' stop when I come through. Bitches on the nuts, cause I'm ill with the flow. Motherfuckers know I'd give a motherfucking no dough. But the hoe could get the dildo. For sure, though. When I ride
Oh yeah, let's give a big round of applause for Chris Cash. Brother, that was incredible. That was incredible.
Man, why'd you have to con the Lions, man? They didn't do anything to you. They didn't do anything to you, man. We don't even play the Niners this season, man. You got a clown on them.
You still lose.
Someone threw it out there. Like I said on the pre-show, you either with us or you against us.
Damn.
That's it.
Them are fighting words. I like it. All right, right about now, we're going to go ahead and go into a music break. And this is the short, chubby, and ugly song. Well, obviously, you broke down the concept behind it.
Yeah,
really? Is it reflection of it? Well,
It's
come on, man.
It's really, it's just it's a fun song. You know what I mean? I am short, chubby, and ugly. You feel me? But it's just I'm so confident you can't see it.
Ooh, all right. Here we go. This is the new track by Chris Cash here on the Slam Show, but we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Right now, I'd like to change the pace a little bit. And fellas, I want y'all to take heed to this song. Because if you take heed to this song, you'll keep your girl just a little bit longer.
There's so many women at my table. I invited them to dinner, but they all models, so they didn't order a single plate. All bottles and a couple lines on the plate. Don't get it twisted, none of these women is cheap dates. I got a bad one with perfect features, like to chill on the stoop and sip lime marita. Got a Latin one, but she don't like margaritas. Like the top back when we mob on Carquinez, yeah. And they all fine. I put in mad work just to make them all mine, but it barely works, cause they all gone. They leave my table soon as they all stone. I'm like, wow, just get high and leave. Drink up my heme, take all you need. I don't think there's a cape on me, so why do all these hoes try to take from me?
Cause I got money, cause I know I don't look good. I'm short, chubby, and ugly,
but these women still love me. Women still
cause
love
I
me.
got money, cause I know I don't look good. I'm short, chubby, and ugly,
but these women still love me. Women still
There's
love
so
me.
many women that be texting me, trying to get next to me, put me in handcuffs like they arrested me, and I don't know the reasoning. Maybe it's because I'm fly and super saucy with extra seasoning. Nah, I mean I got flavor since the throwback days. 1 for 3 on the pager. Used to hit them on the landline, hit them on AOL. Log in the chat room like what's your ASL? Every day it's like
you've got mail,
but in my mind all I heard was
you've got tail.
And it still ain't changed. They be all up under me. I say what up, they say they in love with me. I still don't get it, but I won't complain. I guess I'm gifted with the
I'm actually shooting a video for this on Thursday.
I ain't that handsome.
And it's like
go ahead.
It's like the movie Misery. Like at first I'm with a few women, and you know I'm cheating and they spying on me.
You told me you're gonna have who as the.
It's a surprise.
Okay.
It's a surprise, but so they spying on me, and then one creeps up behind me and busts me in the head with a baseball bat. And then, so the rest of the video, I'm like kidnapped, like that movie Misery, and I'm trying to escape. You know?
There you go.
And it's gonna be real comedy.
Spit this final verse.
What the hell I gotta lie about? You stalk me on my Facebook, so everything you're finding out. And who am I? I ain't nobody special, just a regular guy who been true from the get-go. I guess you ain't been around real enough, and that's because we don't chill enough. And I be like, that's because we don't feel enough. Plus, all you wanna do is put my fists in cuffs. You think I don't know? Well, I know more than you think. Every weekend you be goosing and you blame it on the drink. Every weekend you just have another one night stand, acting like you been looking for that one right man. And I'ma be honest with you, I won't play with your heart. You don't want me, girl. I'm hella chubby, ugly, and short.
Yeah, brand new track by Chris Cash. Big round of applause.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Excellent work. Well, hey, that is a catchy tune. It's catchy.
Yeah.
It's totally different from all the previous styles. It's going back to that old school feel, having fun, that vibe, that tone.
That's where I'm trying to go. I don't want to fall into what everybody else got. I just want to be myself and have fun. I'm tired of catering to try to sell records. I figured it out that when you be yourself, that's when you're gonna sell records.
There you go.
You don't have to cater.
Well said. Well said. All right, we're going to go ahead and close out the shouts and plug segment, starting off with Mr. Karma.
All right, for Mr. Joel Salinas of Paintez, for Chris Cash, for Truth. Sorry about your Detroit Lions. We are glad to kick your ass.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Dude, you're never going to live it down because you lost us. Actually, for my crew, Stallion, Lady Sage, and Slam and Sam, this is Carl Rodriguez saying good night.
Carl Rodriguez! You stay classy, San Diego.
Well, this is a fun-packed show. Thank you, Joel of Paintez, and of course, Chris Cash next to me. This was an awesome show. Too bad it's over. Quick shout-out to Edwin of E-Ball Photography. I had a photo shoot with him this past Thursday. It was amazing to work with you, and hopefully to see you when we're in SoCal. Also, shout out to my crew, Slam, Karma, and of course Stallion, and our guest co-host, Truth, the #1 Detroit Lions fan.
The only one.
And the only one, you're right. Shout out
with
to
the
you.
Matter headphones.
So I hope they unicorn, and they still work, right? The headphones.
Of course it does.
I thought he put stickers all over it.
Hey, let me finish my shout out. Okay, and of course to the guy who gave us samples of the coffee, Al of Bethel Cafe. Thank you very much. Stam and I are enjoying it, so shout out to you.
Cool.
It's got alcohol in it.
No, it's just coffee.
Okay. Our crew, Slam and Sam, Lady Sage, Carl Rodriguez, Karma, all the different names he has. Special guests, Chris Cash and Joel Paintez. What you got over there? What are you painting?
Tank top.
Oh, what's it say?
I get the matching.
Wow.
Doing a little,
You're hooking up Mr. Cash.
yeah.
Sir.
And our special guest, co-host, Detroit, Fritos, cornbread, stealing all the cornbread and Fritos. Truth.
Dude, don't make hot chili, you know?
That chili was good.
It wasn't even hot, man.
Chili
Come on.
was good.
Was it hot, guys?
No.
Oh yes, shout out to Stallion for the chilies.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it wasn't hot.
Yeah, let's have a big round of applause for Stallion putting that together.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some more afterwards.
Give me my chili Fritos.
Yeah, speaking of food, we got our sponsors out there. Kinder's, what up? Davino's Pizza, Bug of Salt, DJ Henry Customs, Little J Burgers, what up, Aaron? Drinkware Clothing, BPM Supreme, Natural Life Foods, Perfect Tan, Not an Empire, Online Listening, Elisa, and my parents.
Nice. Mr. Detroit Lions, take it away.
Here gotta give my shout outs. Shouts out to the whole crew, to Slammy and Sam, to Sage, to Stallion, and to Karma. And shouts out to our guests Chris and Joel. Shouts out to my whole family. And shouts out to PST Gear and Mike Pobbs. And the people from Fruition Clothing, Andrew, Jack, and Marlon. And shouts out to the whole Fan TV, to Dean, Ricky, Warren, Paolo, and John. And shouts out to my boy Ryan from Comcast, CSN. And a huge shout out to my buddy Christine Henson from Carson, and she's watching right now. And big shout out to Megan Nazareno, that's my fighter right there. And big shout out to Bruno Escalante. He has a fight next week at Cash Creek Casino. So if you guys want more information on that or follow my updates on that, just follow me on philippinews.com or follow me on Twitter at TruthIsGuerra. So I'll be covering the fight. So it's gonna be a good one. So ends in Cash Creek.
Cash Creek.
Yep.
Is that on a
Chris Cash.
Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
I believe it's Friday. I have to go check.
Okay.
Yeah. So Bruno's the upcoming, Filipino prospect out there. So after everyone's losing and whatnot. So, but yeah, if you guys want to follow me more on boxing at TruthIsGuerra on Twitter or whatnot. So.
All right. Cool. Thank you, Truth. Joel, take it away.
Well, thank you all for having me here.
I'm gonna have to have you stand in front of there so we could all see you.
Okay.
If you don't mind. No, keep the headphones on and just bring the mic.
It's hot though. There we go.
There we go. A little bit more to the.
Which way you want me to stand?
Bring this all the way. Keep going.
Going.
Yeah, keep going.
I don't even need this on, do I?
Yeah.
Stretch.
Yeah, just go ahead and speak on the mic and it'll be good. All right.
Shout out to everyone. Thank you, everyone here, for having me. All my family that's watching, everyone on Facebook, especially to my mom, my sister, my son, everyone that supported me. love you all, and yeah, again, it was a great show. Thank you again.
Thank you for being able to come out. That's for sure. All right, Chris Cash, take it away.
I'm gonna say thank you to the whole crew right here. Slam, Lady Sage, Stallion, Karma, Truth, Joel. Good looking out on the nice
things,
gear. I'm very happy about that.
He's like, woo! I got Christmas coming.
Yeah. Shout out to wifey Tiff, my son, Lil D the Beast. You probably not even listening. You at the mall or something.
The mall's still open?
I don't know.
Yeah, they're getting that Grand Theft Auto at midnight. That's what they're waiting in line for.
Shout out to my squad 3 Up, my squad Go Big, OCD. Shout out to everybody that rock with me, man. I love y'all.
Right on. Cool. I'll go ahead and close out the shouts and plugs. I'd like to thank my entire crew, Sage, Stallion, Karma, and I consider Truth part of the crew. How's that? Because you are such a great guy.
Thanks.
Our special guest, Chris Cash. Thank you very much, sir, for putting together a great freestyle. Oh, man.
Nice. Thank you.
Loved it. And
Great.
Joel Salinas, being able to put together some great work right here live on studio for all the viewers to see. Thank you very much. And I'd like to go ahead and thank everyone that's in the chat room. We got a bunch of people. We have Chili B in the chat room. We have Marvin from Vegas, Amber from Lake Tahoe. We have Niner Empire, just everyone that's just in the chat room supporting us. Thank you very much. And people that aren't in the chat room, you guys are just watching along. That's no problem. Continue to support the show. All the sponsors and affiliates. Mix Time DJ Scoop, thank you for putting together a great mix. And be sure to like our Facebook page at TVEPN Slam Show, and that enables you to be part of our prize giveaway, which we're going to do right now. And let's see what we could put together. Maybe a cap for this week's winner?
Yeah, absolutely.
And do you have any CDs,
I
Chris?
didn't have any with me.
All right.
I should have brought some.
That's okay.
Mail it.
Yeah, mail it.
Mail it.
Yeah, something that's signed with this week's winner.
I can mail it.
Cool. We'll go ahead and pull out this week's winners. So without further ado, let's do this. I will give the bowl to Joel, shake it up, and have Chris. I'll take the headphones. And
Multitasking here.
Yeah. And this week's winner will get a cap plus
looks
a CD.
like this?
Exactly. Customized by Joel Salinas. And
With
a
my head
autographed
juice. No,
CD.
I'm just kidding. And you'll get Sage's head juice with it. I'm just kidding. You'll get a new one.
All right.
Name on it.
Exposed.
Who
I want to read it.
The winner is Cassidy Lillian Schmitz.
Woohoo!
Cassidy, congratulations! You are getting tag team with some good stuff from Joel and Chris.
I got you.
What
size panties you wear?
Exactly. All right. That does it for this episode of The Slam Show. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace.
I'm the VI crooked letter. I'm the VI crooked letter. I'm like breaks. I'm on my grind. Yeah, like a star, I'm born and shine. Yo, where you been? Around the world, getting it in. Wobble baby, cashing out straight dividends. Yeah, we can get the club poppin', drinks on me and we bottle poppin', freaks on me and they booty poppin'. No gunshots, but they getting low. All my ladies hit the flow, baby, face it, keep it low. If you drinking, keep it low, low, low,
In the
low.
party, getting tipsy, all my bad bitches with me. Tequila, getting kinky, everybody say it with me. Say that's my favorite tune. Love the bass when it booms. We don't wanna turn down, we just wanna turn up.
Turn up, turn up, turn up. Tell the DJ turn up. All my ladies turn up. All the fellas turn up. If you drinking, turn it up.
Wobble baby, wobble baby, and shaking full throttle baby. This party jumping full throttle baby. I think we're gonna need some more bottles waiter.
I'm too sexy for my shirt, too sexy for my pants, too sexy for these girls. Mirror, mirror, tell me, hey, yo. I swear all the girls love it, cause my body tone to stay fit. Make 'em wanna screen save that pig, yeah. Hey, yo. I make all the girls wanna dance when they back it up. I just stand with my arms folded like the man.
And my body getting tipsy, all my bad bitches with me. Tequila getting kinky, everybody say it with me. Say that's my favorite tune, love the bass when it booms. We don't wanna turn down, we just wanna turn up.
Turn up, turn up, turn up. Tell the DJ turn up, all my ladies turn up, all the fellas turn up. If you drinking, turn it up, 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 up.
Too loud, so ever turn down. So we turn up, so we turn up. Can you hear me? Help me, DJ. Party people say,